Hey everybody, welcome to my Sunday simul stream. We are doing a 30-30 simul for 20 players here on lichess. I'm going to open the simul now, and this can last about 2.5 hours. I'm going to cancel this. All right, cancel. Sorry. I had to cancel that one, guys, because I made it just white. I'm a little bit... That was a very short simul. Never had to do that before, but I want to get it right. It's 30-30. I made it just white, and I usually make it with either color. So we're going to bail on that one, and we're going to make it random. All right. There we go. This is the real one. That was just... I just psyched you guys out. That was just a fake. So I've only got room for 20 players this week. When I have a team game in the morning, I like to keep it down to 20 because I'm usually a little tired, like having played a long game in the morning. Anybody who's a subscriber gets first dibs. Former moderator, or, you know, just a really, really regular player to my streams is going to get the first, in the first wave. The second wave, again, you know, kind of like, okay, really regular players to the stream. And then people who've played in the simuls frequently, Super Sebi, you kind of fill that qualification. Then the other guys, I want to make sure that you have established ratings. Basically, I want to see like 100 games, so let's see, just barely qualifies. I do want to ask you guys that are new, this guy doesn't have enough games. I want to ask you guys that are new that, this is cool, that you're willing to play for like 2.5 hours. I'm not accepting Chris because he doesn't have like just only 12 rated games. Drinking iced tea and chilling. I'm drinking coffee, beer, and mineral water. A little bit of everything. Plunder my blunder. I like it. D. Guerau. Forget about pronouncing Brazilian names. All right, he's gone. Annabelle L. Annabelle L is legit. Now you guys are willing to play 2.5 hours. That's fine by me. Just want to make sure you have like the commitment to play a 2-hour game, basically. Jeroen has linked my stream there. I didn't have time to do that, so we're streaming on Twitch. I guess you know that if you're listening to me now. Clash Kid, good to have you. Anybody else who's a subscriber, I'm holding off on other entries because I've only got 2 other places left. Anybody else who's a subscriber, let me know because this is your last chance to join. I'm going to wait like another minute for anyone who's a subscriber. Aniket says, can I join the simul? You can join the simul, but you have to be here, you know, signed up now, basically. And I've got 2 other players waiting. You know, they're going to fill in the last 2 places if I... This guy's got 50 games. He's really kind of marginal. And then the other guy's got a rating, so I prefer him. Chess Guy 256, we played once before, apparently. He doesn't really have many games either. So I would take this guy. And then the other guys just don't have very many games. So it's Hawkine. Damn, Hawkine has a high rapid rating. But he has a legitimate number of bullet games. The others are kind of low. But I guess we could make an exception. Still, he has... I don't really count the bullet games, but I guess we'll let him in. And then we've got room for one more. So I guess no other subscribers. You're watching Wei Yi versus Fiddler. Where is that from? You're usually watching Forma 1, right? Okay. Chess Guy would be next, I guess, but he doesn't have really enough games. Dom Kick doesn't have more than 50 games. Really asking for 100 would be like... Was this the guy that I was trying to get before and I missed him? Alright, that's 20 players, so... Alright, that's it. 20 players. I'm going to start the simul now. If you didn't qualify, you didn't qualify. Alright. I am welcoming you guys, World Loser, Clash Kid, former moderator, a subscriber. Santa Claus has been here regularly lately. I had a game this morning. I beat a 2301 rated player, which is awesome. I get back some of the rating points I threw away last month. It was a weird opening. It was a Dutch. I was white, and the guy played knight f3, f5, and he's the only person I've ever played, I think, who, well, at least amongst decent players, who had the courage to play the Dutch against knight f3. All right, but many players, strong players, will not play the Dutch against knight f3. Not only because of the Lichess gambit, but my move order knight f3, f5, d3. When I played Grandmaster Nicola Sedlak last month, he didn't want any part in knight f3, f5, d3. Although he plays the Dutch against everything, d4 and like stuff like d4 and c4 maybe. He doesn't do it against knight f3. But this kid was fearless. He just did it anyway. And I messed up on move 5. Instead of making like a clear advantage for myself, I got like a slight advantage, which is a serious inaccuracy. But we managed to win the game. Yeah, it's too late to join the simul. Unfortunately, there are no re-entries. Okay, anyway, good luck, guys. Anyway, we're all full. I can only play 20 players today, so it's pretty stressful. Doing the clock simul for so many players. It'd be kind of cool to do simuls without clock. You know, I think that should be a feature. Annabelle L. All right, I got to move quickly because I do get into time pressure. And last time I think I kind of farted around in the opening too much, getting myself in time pressure. Pop Hits, thanks for subscribing on Twitch, and thanks to all of you guys who do subscribe to my channel on Twitch. Slaggy, is that the second knight f3 I've got? And this guy is legitimately 1600. Okay, 1800, whatever. He's not 2300. All right, c4. A lot of flank openings here. What's going on? That is not typical. Does Lord Jesus Christ normally play c4? Plunder my blunder. Oh, by the way, okay, so today was my first game of 2018. I didn't even realize. You know, I won my first game of 2018. That's awesome, and it was a legitimate player. 2301. All right, we're going to play an E4 against Mr. Nefyadov. I didn't even pay attention to who I was playing there. I like to mix it up. That's my YouTube channel that World Loser just, I hope so. It could be something random, but thank you, World Loser, for letting everyone know my YouTube channel, where I do put all the uploads of the stream. You can also see the replays on Twitch for a while, but they don't stay there forever, basically. They have a home on YouTube. So if it's like a month after the game and you want to like watch the stream, you can go to my YouTube channel and check it out. We had a horrible tournament last month where I like lost a whole bunch of rating points, so basically it's nice to win a game and get a little bit of confidence back. I know that I'm not that bad, but last month was really ugly. I get it. 2302 ELO grade. All right, what's up? Macros plays the Dutch. I played d4. It's different. You know, the Dutch is really appropriate against d4, but there are ways to exploit it if you play c4, or even better, knight f3. I think the Dutch is not really the Dutch until white plays d4. And, you know, you're fighting for the e4 square, and white has a, you know, lack of control there. So there's some justification to f5 after d4. Whereas it's not quite as justified against other straightforward opening moves, especially e4. Something Soltigo might have tried, like e4, f5, the Fred. All right, guys. So Annabelle plays now c4. Lots of flank openings today. I did knight f3 against World Loser. He's gonna be fuming. No, he likes to play against e4, I think. Parmenides with this. Okay, I managed to transpose to a Sicilian for World Loser. Poppet's playing c3. Rare move. But I guess there's nothing really wrong with it. White is white. I've played c3 on move 1 twice in tournament games. It's one of the better, more ridiculous first moves. Clash Kid usually going with some kind of Slav or Grunfeld. Now Jeroen. If I play e5 here, we have a mirror image of my game today, but Jeroen will be a tempo ahead. I wonder if I could even play it here. What am I thinking? I don't know. I never actually played this line for black. I mean, seriously, e5 here is a tempo down on my game today. And, you know, I think it's playable probably, but at best case playable. Some kind of, what's that called? From gambit type of relative. But I'd rather have an extra tempo and be white, basically. We'll try something weird. All right. Is it cold in neighbor Hungary? We had snow today. It was a very light snow. So it did go below freezing. It's the only time I've seen snow all winter. About 1.5 inches, I would say. Maybe 2 inches of snow. Very, very light snow. All right. So cold enough, you know, that it was freezing enough to snow, but just that's how it kind of is. It's just barely freezing all the time. My theory is that's why everyone's sick all the time, because it never gets cold enough to like kill off all kinds of like bacterias and viruses. It's always like, you know, I guess it's kind of like The Thing, you know. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Thing? When the Antarctic ice melts and the alien starts to thaw out. I guess it's all kind of stolen from H.P. Lovecraft, but so Carpenter turned it into a movie or whatever. But it's never a deep freeze here. It's just thawish. G3. Speed up, says Nefidov. Speed up. I'm alright, I think. I probably need to speed up a little bit. Alright. Finish my coffee. Alright, speed up, speed up, speed up. Okay, the Marshall defense. I never found a way to get to the topic of the Thing before during one of my streams. My favorite horror movies of all time. It's actually more sci-fi than horror. I like the original one. They did a remake, but as usual remakes, it wasn't that bad though, the remake one. Alright, yeah. So C3, well, yeah, I don't know. You could theoretically play pretty much a lot of things here. I don't play the exchange Slav, really. So that doesn't work for my repertoire. 2C3 is what Carlson played. What tournament are you watching now? Super Sebi is playing C5, the reverse Indian defense. Morales played. This is not the first time he's played the. He's not the first time he's played the. What's it called? Budapest. Yeah, Budapest. That's where I live. I remember now. Aldis Stowe. Try not to get into ridiculous time pressure now. Macros. What am I doing here? It's too early to commit my King's Knight. C3, speaking of C3, is a move. Utata Steel started. Yeah, I'm kind of out of it. Saturday is my day away from chess. And then today I was just focusing on my own game. Alright, Lord Hejushka. Wow, what a surprise. Nefidov played the Schliemann, which is all he ever plays. Alright, here we go. We haven't had one of these in a... What am I doing? I almost did queen e2. That's actually a line, but I don't know any of the theory. Okay, queen takes d5. Saw one of these recently. Is there any benefit in, say, playing knight f3 instead of knight c3? It's not supposed to be a good opening for black. And Clash Kid. Okay. Name of Gambit. Budapest. Yeah, Geary is awesome. I'll never forget the people who like made fun of him for draws. What do you want, man? The guy's just like the most solid player in the world. But he'll basically crush anyone under 2,700. E3. I mean, talk about a correct player. I mean, Geary is amazing. Okay, this is actually a line, I guess. Could play knight d7 instead. It's more or less kind of the same thing. I think I had this game with white against Vladimir Bermakin. Kind of a funny guy. Once I went to the casino. Speaking of casinos, we were talking about steak and eggs this morning. This morning, it's like evening, but it's morning for Soltiga. Bermakin and I went playing blackjack together once. c5. How did I end up in this position? All right. We should play a Blumenfeld, but I can also play g3. Keeping in English. I mean, when I'm playing 20 players, I do kind of prefer to stay away from, you know, having like 45 sharp theoretical games at the same time. And I was also recently thinking about that g3, you know, line with black, thinking about how to handle it myself. Let's see what Aldisto does there. Another Slav. Geez, all these guys play the Slav. I probably used my only systems. Geary's like a computer. He makes, I mean, if anybody, like, really, like, doesn't have any Senapon loss and, like, zero inaccuracies, zero mistakes, that's the way Geary is. He, like, if you look at his games, it'll be, like, zero Senapon loss. You know, you have real games where he literally doesn't make one inaccuracy all the time, like 40-move games. It's no joke. I've already played, this is actually a Dutch, so... I don't know. Whether I want to play knight c3, knight bishop d2, or knight d2 here. I don't often face this system. Transposing to the London. Poppets. From the neighboring country. They have more snow in Austria due to something called mountains. Hungary is basically mountainless and flat. Not a lot of skiing here. Knight c6. You're trying to 3D board. People who get mad if I blackjack. The last time I heard this word was, you know, I don't really believe in. I played poker for 7 years. Seriously, I'm not big on like luck games, but I do, you know, I do like occasionally play blackjack for fun. But I mean, I'm not a card counter, and I don't, you know, I don't do it like seriously. But I just remember, you know, Vladimir Bermakin, my randomly going to the casino and playing blackjack with him. Okay, e4. That was in like Slovenia, I think. What am I supposed to do now? We'll transpose to a bizarre Sicilian, like c5. I don't think so. Well, I don't know what I am supposed to do here. What is this thing I'm playing anyways? c5 doesn't really seem right. I've got a shave. I'm doing the Laszlo Eperieshi thing where I just constantly touch my goatee. I can't help it. It's a nervous habit. All right, I don't know. This is my game with Bermakin. I don't think I guess I did play h3 actually. I lost with white in that position in Linares in an open. But that wasn't the time we went to the casino together. Okay, Super Sebi playing bishop f5. So we go c4 there. And the semi-Slav. Now I'll just transpose to one of those regular London systems. And now knight takes e5. I still don't remember all the theory there. Knight takes e5 is a move. And what would Bermakin do here? He's like this super solid guy. I don't remember even how my game went. It was too long ago. I was white. Smyslov has played the system with white. I mean, I guess you can do pretty much a lot of things. All right. E6, blocking in the bishop on c8. Pretty weird setup. Bishop d2, never been a square that really appealed to me a lot. But I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. Weird line. Maybe I'm supposed to do bishop d2. It feels weird to play that. And now queen takes or knight takes for this. My next move. I really don't know on my own there. Rubinstein reverse against Annabelle. All right, Morales, what's up, man? This is standard stuff. And now I've got to speed up a little bit. I am taking a bit too much time. Now it's weird. It's like a Neo Grunfeld. Sadisto just takes. All right. Got like 3 Slavs in a row. Parvati just with bishop g4 right away. And against that move, I guess you're supposed to do like h3 or something. And white just gets the bishop pair. Trendy line of the London I'm playing. Get our knight to a good square. So I'm supposed to play queen a5 right away against Annabelle, maybe. Annabelle like the plunder my blunder. How strong is this player? I can't trust these ratings because they're just these irrelevant. Is my b2 pawn seriously under attack here? I guess we play it like a gambit or something. Knight g4, anyone? Knight takes c6, and then that move may be like kind of dumb. I think not. Okay, technically I guess a slightly inaccurate move order for black. Bishop d3. You can also play queen c2 in the Rubinstein system. It's the second Rubinstein system we've seen here today. Giri won against Kramnik. 2 of my favorite players, by the way. Actually, they're the closest in style, ironically, of probably the bunch. I mean, if you're gonna pair anyone to Giri and Kramnik, that would probably be each other. Well, Annabelle came back with knight d4. Okay, that's unusual. But I wonder if somehow that like exploits my move order or something. I don't know. A tempo is a tempo, though. Black did not grab the pawn here. We get a very strong attack, I guess. What am I supposed to do? Like A3? This is a bit weird with that queen on B6. When knight C6 comes, how do I protect my pawn? Maybe we can try something very aggressive. It looks a little over the top. Alright, well, a few games might go awry. Right? Do I have to castle here? I guess it's normal, right? What am I doing? I almost played queen b3 against Ayesta. Early b5 from World Loser. Is that is that supposed to be normal? I never played this variation, but I was noticing something funny that, you know, Alexander Ivanov, my good friend from New England, he's actually from Arkhangelsk, but that's 25 years ago. He used to play the system exclusively with white. I was noticing that, honestly, ironically, the engine liked G3, Stockfish liked G3 the best. What am I doing here, you might ask? Okay, never get smothered mated. My friend Jim Mullen used to smother mate people with like knight d3 check. His favorite opening. So it's basically a bishop f4. Grunfeld with an extra tempo. Grunfeld. I don't know. I'm not going to make the best move in every game, most likely. C6 again. Isn't that the same position from the other game? I guess we play b takes. The other way looks kind of insipid. Alright, now knight f6, I've definitely misplayed this on a few occasions against Nefedov. Am I supposed to play d3 first? I can never remember. I'm supposed to castle first, I guess. Soltiga, where you been, man? We're way behind there in that game. Okay, knight d5. Very well. Bishop h6 now from Annabelle. The killer doll. Queen a5. What's wrong with queen a5 anyway? I mean, it looks like a good move. Alright, here we are. I guess this is normal. But if I play d3 castles, bishop takes c6, and then bishop g5, right? Should be okay. It's funny when you don't play a position for like a while, you forget everything you used to know. What would AV do here? Well, you just do like a trash compactor with knight d5 if they try to mess with you, I guess. H3. So you took with the knight here, Super Sebi, and I always kind of ask myself, like, well, what if they take with the knight, you know? I mean, I guess it's a good question. What if they do take with the knight? A3? What am I supposed to do? I guess that's a move. It's a legal move. All right. A3. Speaking of A3, we'll go with F5. I've played both F5 and G6 in this line. I guess knight F6 would transpose to the Queen's Indian, but a messed up Queen's Indian. Is Bishop G4 a problem? If Bishop G4 is a problem, then I have to think here. I mean, I'm not sure. Not worried about I wasn't that worried about the B pawn, honestly. But H3, Bishop F5. Doesn't look that promising. I have a check on A4. I don't know what that does. And then like knight G5 or something. I think I overestimated this position a little bit in my mind. Bishop D3, Bishop G4 is pretty irritating. Let's see. I'm too optimistic. I don't know. I can play Queen B3, but it's nothing special. It's not really what I had in mind. Now here's Bishop F4 a good move? I think I was thinking about this recently. Knight H5, Bishop E5. Might not be a bad move. Right, and now this is the trick position. In the old days, Rubinstein recommended like Bishop takes E5, but I'm supposed to play Knight D7, and then if you take back on D7 the wrong way, you lose immediately. If you take the right way, it's like a draw. I had this against Kosic in May. Sorry, I'm still not quite 100% yet. Here I was thinking E3. But now I'm not sure because I have D5. I mean, is D5 a good move? Just overextending. Not really sure. Same position from the other game. Knight BD7, G4. Very well. Rook E8. Or D5 is also possible. Maybe Rook E8 first. You could also take and play Rook E8. If I take and play Rook E8, it becomes problematic to defend his pawn. I think I had a game like that. Alright, I gotta move a little faster. A lot of good players here, though. I guess I defended kind of passively with Bishop E7. Now what? Knight C6. Putting pressure on D4. This guy's like 1400, but I'm a little concerned about my position not getting overextended. Easy to do, I would say. Okay, queen a4 check. Bishop takes e5, queen. Bishop takes e5, bishop takes d2. So I think we had this position before, Morales. You did something crazy where you castled queenside in that game. Crazy. Now we could play this more like a King's Indian attack. Nejmedinov style, like d3. It reminds me of a Karo Khan. Dmitry Buntsman. Yeah, now Jakub Attila blundered bishop takes d7 here against Miklos Galyash in the A tournament of the Hetany Memorial. That like loses by force. Believe it or not. Yeah, so it looks like Morales is playing the same thing he played last time. He tried to castle queenside, which is pretty nutty. I mean, why not just a3? Now bishop e6. Okay, at least that bishop is not hurting anyone. He's a non-violent type. What am I going to do now? He could have gone bishop g4, but then that involves sacking the pawn altogether, obviously. Huh. Am I walking into knight b4 if I do this? Perhaps. 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 Bishop b4, knight, bishop, knight b4, take it, and then move my king. Is that crazy? Yeah, pretty much. Knight b4. Better off just going here. So, drifting into the usual time pressure. I gotta take this guy, and then he's reinforced himself. Yeah, I probably messed this up already. Yeah, I was thinking taking on c5 here, and then b4, bishop b2. Standard stuff, or stupid? That's the question. G4 sacrifices I have seen in such posiciones, but maybe it's asking kind of a lot here. Wow. So Macros played b6 here. I was almost going to play d5 anyway. Damn, dude, that is crazy. That seems really crazy. And this is the same position as the other game, right? I played bishop f4 in that game. I'm going to go with the normal move. In this one, we'll get a little bit of everything going on. Yeah, white's a little overextended here. I think we are a little overextended. Queen h5. Okay, that move I'm not familiar with. Normally they take on h5, take on c5, and then there's some trick or something. Or they take on d6. Queen h5. I don't know if I'm supposed to play like f5. That seems strange. It seems strange to play f5. I don't know. I guess we just play g6. But I've never played this except for the one game against Kosic. e4. Rook fd1 and then e4. Why grandmasters play for a draw with black pieces? Well, you know, they're not always playing for a draw. If they're playing an equal, it's an accomplishment to equalize, you know. That's the basic theory behind it. All right, a6 from Aldisto. I think he's going to revert to one of his Sicilian type of things. And now, against Nefedov, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I think I might have even messed this up a little bit. I guess you can go knight h5. Okay, world loser. I'm definitely out of book. I hope you are too. I am definitely out of book. Okay, g6, logical. What else would he play? Keeping me off of f5. If I castle kingside. Okay, Santa Claus thought for quite a while on knight c3. Basically reverse Trompowsky of a kind. I guess he could play like g4 if he wants to. I can play e4. And I think that's a key idea. Structurally. And I've got to play faster anyway. Just not sure which way I want to go. Okay, so here we try to bust him with d5, and if he unpins, then what do we do? What do we do? Rook b8 is possible as well, and I don't have to play d5. Come to think of it, there's also queen e7, which looks pretty interesting. h6. Not sure about that, but anyway, I don't know. It's not easy to do anything here for my side. For my side, from where I'm standing, on getting out of that queen trade, I don't want that queen trade anymore. Changed my mind. I'm pulling out of the deal. Withdrawing my funds. Alright. So bishop takes f3 is possible against Jesus, but I'm not sure that's the right idea here. Maybe now we revert to actually this though. Now he goes. Now he's going to go like d5 if I go knight f6. What else can I do? Like knight f6. Bishop f6. Could play like c5 at some point. Alright, I'm just using too much time. I'm in a new position here against Poppets, which I never played. That looks kind of creepy. We can play e5, I mean. Then he's going to do some insane things. With h4, I guess. So rook e8 comes to mind as a sensible move. And then, yeah, this is turning into one of these Sicilians that Aldisto likes. Okay, I mean, castles is actually pretty weird. You play b3, but then bishop b4. Alright, I just have to play. Soltico, what's up, man? Why are you taking, what are you cooking again? I have queen takes c3 check. That doesn't work. Alright, we got to take here. Speaking of taking, and then it's a faster simul today, so I got to play quicker. Alright. A little less accuracy, I guess. than usual. What are you gonna do? H5? I mean, I should consider taking on E5. I'll save it. Save it for later. Knight B4, wow. And now for my next trick, let's see. Oh, this guy is how much? 1858. 1800. What do I want to do? Queen E5, Rook B8, D5. D5 sacks a pawn, and I don't know, do I get enough for it? It's kind of interesting. Well, anyway, we'll try something active. I'm not sure about my game here against Jeroen. It's like a Caro-Kann, a very strange kind of Caro-Kann type of thing going on. And now C5 looks premature. Have I fallen into some kind of trap again? Rook C8. He's 1400. It's a pretty subtle move, man. Not the other rook, but that rook. Wow. Alright, we're going to keep him contained. It looks like a very grandmasterly move, Rook C8. Seriously, that is not the typical move that an amateur would come up with. Alright, world loser. Should we F4 you at some point? Try to keep you busy? What am I supposed to do in this line? Just a developing move? Queen D3. F4 is really loose. But what the heck? Gotta do something. Alright, he went with the H5. Now I can do H3. I like something provocative instead. We might transpose to theory there. That other game. Now Clash Kid, a little bit passive, but I've got to do something myself. What am I going to do? What is the plan here for white anyway? I don't know. I don't know. King's Indian attack. Wow, he's trading bishops, and that looks like a reasonable thing to do. Symmetrical. Okay. I was actually looking at C5 here, but that's pretty nutty. All right, be careful, me. Queen C2. Looks like I'm gonna have to play C5 at some point or something like that, because what else are we gonna do? Don't know. Knight E5. It's pretty passive looking, but not so bad for black. E4 doesn't work, right? E4, B4, E5, B takes C. A3 is so slow. That's weird. This should be good for white, but I don't know what to do. Alright, let's make a move. So Papit's with knight f3. He's threatening knight g5, which is like crushing. Now f6 almost looks, it almost looks like forced. Is there another move? Not really. Maybe there is. Rook e7. We could play that next move. Now I like my position a little better in this one. Maneuver. And bishop f4 is like a move here, I think. Excuse me. Bishop f4, bishop takes d4, bishop takes c7. May actually be theory. I'm not sure. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, though. Not sure I really want to trade queens. Oh, Warloser just lunged with a knight in there. Are you threatening me? Stopping me from playing different moves? Alright. Anyway, guys. Pretty fast time control. I've got to just kind of blitz. Jeroen. Just making that sound makes me cough. Gonna need to obstruct that long diagonal. And now Santa Claus played bishop e2, which looks, I don't know, more passive than I was expecting. Something like g4. But it doesn't seem like a bad move necessarily. We start rolling. You could take on a6. That is a good bishop, though. f4. He sets up a blockade on the king side. What happened? Rook b8. Knight e5. Sorry, guys, I don't really have much time to really answer any questions in the chat. Technically, those guys aren't grandmasters yet, okay? Just, you know, with due respect to the title, they did theoretically make 3 GM norms, but their titles have to be approved. You know, so I wouldn't say I was a grandmaster if I was those guys, but most likely their titles will be approved, unless there has been a FIDE Congress I didn't know about. Maybe it happened, I don't know. But it has to be approved at the FIDE Congress normally. b6. Gonna try to break. Huh. He has bishop g5 there. That's interesting. Alright, I don't have enough time to really think. Let's just play practical moves. I have to play this now. Taking. e4. Okay, so we've got the pawn structure advantage, but Annabelle is threatening bishop g7, so That's not nice. That's gonna change things. I guess I can play knight d7. That makes, whoops, that makes some sense. For one idea. Rook g8 is also interesting. Knight d7. Excuse me. I can also just take the pawn on a2, I suppose. My pawn structure will be pretty much wrecked. Alright, so Grandmaster elect is what Andrew Tang and Amon Hambleton are. A limbo state between Grandmaster and International Master until FIDE has approved their titles. Because you never know, that there is a chance their titles would, get not approved, if one of their norms wasn't good or something. There's no guarantee, they have to actually approve it. All right, I'm running out of time. I guess we're going to take that. That's another pawn with check. It's good I knew about that. Like, it's good somebody told me about that. Now we're rolling with the center pawns. Also possible is bishop g4. Actually, there's a lot of moves that are possible. Saltigo, why so slow? Indian kid. You're like me. I'm like the Greek guy. I can't remember names that are more Pragnanath or whatever his name is. It's impossible to pronounce, I guess. I mean, unless you're an expert. Difficult name to pronounce. Pragnatha or something. Not a standard name. That's easy to say. Damn, dude, this 1400 is trying to kill me. C5 looks pretty good. Black has some counterplay here. Wow, F5. Not that easy. F5. Well, he's got different kind of threats. I'm getting really low on time. Wow, bishop b5. That was not on the radar. Bishop d7, I guess. I might have missed something. Somehow Aldisto's position looks a little slower than his usual version of this. So bishop g5, I'm not so convinced by, huh? Knight a4, bishop f4. b3 is slow. We could just play bishop e3, dropping a pawn for nothing. That's always good. And now, interesting ideas of like knight to d5 for black here. Okay, Yurun. It's like a Caro-Kann. Feels like a weird Caro-Kann. Queen d4. I guess castling kingside is out. So, well, the rook g8 move weakens my structure less than other options. That's something. f6 is fine, I guess. Well, I'm getting really ridiculously low on time here. Pawn takes e6, pawn takes c3, or bishop takes d4, or bishop d2. It's up to you. Bishop g5, queen d1. Yeah, let's just do this. Puppets with a draw at least. I don't know if that's book or not. I normally don't play that line with white, and I just had that one draw with Kosic. I would think I was a tiny bit better here. Not sure though. All right. Wow, sharp move, bishop g5. And now, knight a4 is impossible now. Taking that lovely move away from me. bg5, knight g4, and then knight e4. Thought was kind of cool. I think we'll just go with the routine development. Okay, so macros with knight e5. I've got pawn takes pawn, winning a pawn. I don't have much time. bg5. I don't know what's going on here. This is actually pretty complicated. Soltigo, what are you doing? Queen a4, check. Soltigo experimenting in the opening again. Not a very exciting position here in this one. But you get that sometimes with the... Did I drop a piece? No, please, God, no. I think I did. All right, it could happen. I'm panicking a little bit prematurely here. Wow, queen d3, what a solid move by white. Wow, queen d3. Damn, dude, that is some professional move there, right there. Whew. Wow, don't develop the minor pieces. That is the move. Damn, dude, playing for e4, queen d3, protecting everything. It's like playing Ivanchuk. That is a pro move. He's now threatening e4. I'm not happy about that. That could be a very, very serious problem. Whoa. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is awful to play d5. It looks like a bad stonewall. What am I threatened with? e5 here? Is he threatening e5? Knight takes c5 might be a threat. All right. So Soltigo lost a piece. Does he have like a trap of my queen or something? Well, I could do bishop takes f6 first. It is a fast time control. We have a slight structural advantage against Mr. Nefedov. Not much, though, to speak of. Bishop b2 actually makes some sense, doesn't it? Queen f5, making way for the f pawn. The f pawn. I have bishop takes c3 at some point as well. Oh man, lots of weaknesses. I love weaknesses. Blitz. It's blitz. That's a hell of a bishop. Well, what am I going to do? He's going to come into f4 or something. Okay. There's no mate on g7 here. White doesn't really have a bishop anymore. It's a really, really bad one. But where are my threats? Bishop b7 is kind of an interesting move. Strange decision. Yeah, I dropped a piece. Oh man. I guess I can take on g2. I have to be down 2 pieces for a rook. I'm not getting 2 pieces for a rook there. What am I talking about? I just dropped a piece. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Unfortunately, there's just nothing I can do here. I'm just losing a piece for a pawn. I saw it as soon as I played it, as usual. That's what always happens. Queen takes c6. Bishop b7. Queen b7. Is my queen trapped? Better not be. Alright. We are going to lose one, it looks like. I mean, immediately. We'll probably lose more than one down the line, but... Oh no, White just got their queen trapped. That makes up for my loss. Now, Macros is sacking in exchange, it looks like. But that's a hell of a... That's actually not a sacrifice. I mean, that's just good for black. Man. Looks like I've been sort of swindled here. I have queen d4. It looks like I've been tricked basically by Macros. That's a pretty deep trick, man. Ah, that's a really nice one. I didn't think about it. e7. Maybe I can do e7. It looks horrible for me though. I'm going to be up the exchange with black having vicious threats on the white squares. Clash Kid played a very, very strange order of moves, and he still has a pretty good position. What the heck is this? c5. He can just do that. Oh man. Alright. This is fast. Very fast time control. Now what? Well, nothing special. Maybe just play for a small edge. Yeah, I'm just losing my everything. Yeah, I get 2 pieces for the rook. It's not that bad. I was thinking I was losing more. I didn't lose a whole piece. All right. Well, that's good. That's what I thought for a second, and then I started to think, oh no, I lost everything. All right. Good. Dark squares. Okay, now, yeah, man, it's amazing. You can just do this, and everything's fine. Good threats for me. g3. This player also just thought forever in a book position. No choice. This is scary, but I guess I should take the exchange. Maybe not. Yeah, why do I have to take the exchange? It's actually kind of dangerous. Probably better not to. It's nice to see that you guys can have to be in time pressure sometimes as well. I'd like to call up Victor Erdosh for that game. That Slav thing. Pawn takes pawn doesn't help me. We've got to go Caro-Kann here. Caro-Kanning. He has c4 if he wants to. Jeez. What am I going to do? Maybe I should trade on e4. It seems strange though. Okay, c4 is double-edged. Okay, blitz. It's blitz. It's blitz simul. Wow. Okay, bishop g7. Rook d8. Fine. And now what? We'll just play for some minimalistic advantage. What is up with this position? Something weird about this. I guess not. What is it with that position? Why does it seem so strange to me? How dare you try to trap my queen? But you're still not trapping it, right? I mean, I can just get out. I mean, queen a6. Out, man. Getting out. I don't know if I did the right rook there. Right rook, left rook. Oh, we got 2 wins, 1 draw, no losses. Draw with Poppets. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. Hey, man, what's the rook b4 about? That's not nice. No. No. I have one of those red buttons that does that. Like, no. Just says no like 100 different ways. You know, it's a good thing that I don't play the Stonewall Dutch. This looks grotesque for black. I'm playing Ivanchuk, as I said. Got huge issues here. Very large issues in my position. Well, that changes everything. We're playing f5, definitely. And then rook e1. Wow, it's the day of 2 rooks for the queen. He wants to do 2 rooks for a queen, but I'm not sure if I should really do that. It's really funny because I think that happened once in this opening to me once before. Ironically. Strange coincidence. Okay. Knight b3. Well, what's going on now? He's stopping my f4 idea. What else am I going to do? What else am I going to do? c3. Wake up. Alright. This one, I'll take the 2 rooks. And then... what else do? I don't like my position there. a3. Bishop takes. Yeah, this should be okay for me, I think. What's up? Bishop e6. Pretty standard, but he goes knight d4 sometimes. That's interesting. Maybe I should go knight e5 first. I'm just playing blitz. Wow. Rook c4. Nice move. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we gotta lock that down, I think. Clash Kid. Queen e8. The classic Almashi Catalan move. Knight e5 here. What else can I do? Knight e4. I don't know. I'm running out of time, so I can't think too long on any one move. Right. Bishop b5. And now, bishop e6, bishop d7, where do we go? We're a loser. I thought this was a King's Indian. It's not a King's Indian, he says. There's got to be a strong attack for me. H4. F4. King H2. King H1. Yeah, there it is, the lever on the king side. Now Rook G8. This player's really high rated, by the way, 2386 in rapid, but 1900, and that's very strange. A strange discrepancy in ratings. G4 might be better. I'm not sure. Let him open the file or not. No, I can let him, I guess. All right. You're ruined with 92. He's got F5 though at some point. It's kind of scary. Bishop takes H4. Whoa. Okay. I had an idea here. Wow. That's a nasty move. This is the 1400 player, right? Okay. E6. Bishop b4, good, I saw that. He's gonna have some nasty, nasty moves. What happened? D6. Weapon. And okay. Nice two minor pieces you got there, buddy. Friendly. Wow, Queen H5 was played. That probably wins by force. He's gonna like win my H pawn. I mean, that is a weird move, dude. Just neglecting his development to go after my H pawn. Because there's this strange back rank mate that I didn't resolve. What happened? Bishop back to C3. Oh, Santa Claus. I thought Santa Claus would come up with some weird F4 thing. So now he played F5. Whoa. Thought we had a strong attack here. Now what? I'm gonna get checkmated by the 1400 who used no time. All right. It happens all the time. What am I gonna do? Maybe King H2 is better. All right. We gotta move fast on the queen side with the two minor pieces there. Do I have any tactics here? Knight takes d4. And am I going to lose a piece if I do that? I'm a little scared. He's got tactics. Oh, you trapped my queen? Getting out. Took on g5. Well, I thought he was going to take on h6. The 5 minutes is fun. Almost dropped a piece. I'm expecting to drop some pieces soon. Very soon. It will come. Don't worry. Do not worry. I promise I'm going to drop you some pieces. Drop me some pieces. What is this? The 1400 has mate. Using no time. What a surprise. Alright. What am I going to do? Bishops. It's like the lowest rated player I'm facing. Alright, here. Oh, the queen captures. Alright, yep. What happened? Rook 8 c4? There must be a tactic I didn't see. Okay. Sacking in exchange an option here. Didn't really want to have to do that. Man, that's... Didn't really want my rook to get trapped. Is there any way out of this? Well, anyway, I don't know. I'm just gonna like lose on time probably. I'm gonna weaken my king side while I'm at it. Okay, that I didn't understand. Now what's happening? Is this even a draw, win, loss? Okay, he just plays super fast. I don't know. Queen there. Up a pawn for white. Interesting. He's got a very high rapid rating. Which rook? I'm just down on time. Man. What happened? Oh, I sacked the exchange here. Okay. Yeah, this is actually Grishchuckian. Kind of Grishchuckian. Grishchuckian. Alright, I'm tired of losing, so I'm going to just play for a draw there. Yeah, this guy is frightening. I'm going to lose this game. Pretty much guarantee you that one. But I knew that going in. Alright. There's a check. Only one. And now he played f5. Damn. That's weird. Alright. Rooks. What happened? b4. White has a big position in this game. Positionally much better for white, of course. Oh, I don't know. Alright, what are we doing now? Damn. He's got another trick. Lichess is down. I don't believe it. Is that the end of my simul? Are you serious? Is it really down? Just like that? No. Like they just tried to flag me. Nice job. Alright, you guys lied to me. I think we're going to beat World Loser if we're lucky. They almost tricked me into thinking lichess was really down. Now he's castling. Yeah. This is scary and there's not a lot of time left. What am I supposed to do? Oh, rook takes, king takes, check, check. No, I blundered against World Loser in a winning position. I thought I had another rook. Oh my god. Alright, well, World Loser, GG. I thought I had the second rook connected. Man, lichess, you're freaking me out with that's crazy. Lichess is down. Totally broke my concentration, but it gave me a good excuse. Alright. Sorry, World Loser. Maybe there's still some way I can do something there, but I just dropped a rook. I mean, you're welcome. What do I say? Sorry, you're welcome. Oh, man. No, maybe I'm still better. I don't know. Bishop takes g5 check. It's a little fancy. H5 check. Queen takes check. Oh man. It's gonna be crazy then against World Loser. Okay. I don't know. This game I'm getting busted. Busted. World Loser offered a draw. Knight takes g7. Bishop takes g5. Pawn takes bishop g6. Queen takes g7. Knight takes g7. Rook f7. Knight f5 check. And that's the question. Knight f5 check. King e8. Maybe I'm winning anyway. We're gonna try. All right. What am I doing? What did I do? Take here? Oh man, are you serious? All right. Queen takes? What am I doing here? I'm gonna drop a pawn? Some weird tactic or something? So, knight h4? Knight e4. I don't know, is this even good? Okay. Good move, I guess. C5? Anybody? All right. Queen f4. Damn. This is sad, but it looks like I'm gonna lose. It's really a bummer. I had a good position, I'm pretty sure. This got weird too. I guess I'm still okay, but not really what I wanted here. Managed to kind of screw this up. What am I doing? I'm not sure. Okay, well, World Loser, was very nice for you to offer a draw. I thought it was a very gentlemanly thing to do. Alright, I'm going to resign there. I didn't see I was getting mated. Obviously, I would have taken a draw if I had seen that. Good game. Sort of. In spirit. Except for my dumb move. Alright. We lost one. That's our first loss. But there will be more to follow, I promise. Yeah, we're a loser. I just didn't see the mate, literally. I'm blind. How the hell did you get a queen? That's a rook. All right. Always develop all your pieces, guys. Don't forget. And it's a stupid move. Just make ordinary moves. Solti goes down a piece here. What else is new? Oh man, we're a loser. Very greedy. But I really thought I was winning. I just didn't see it at all. Rook F1. I mean, that's sick. Pretty low on the time here. Nice. Bishop can come to B2. Doing a lot of damage. And it's not that easy to negotiate this. Yeah, this doesn't look like a lot of fun. Damn it. I don't know what to do. Maybe like F5 and E5 or something. It's all bad. Okay, I'm getting mated. Wow. Rook takes. Rook takes. I dropped a pawn. That's good. It's a good start. This guy is like a pro. It appears. I'm going to lose my... Wait, I can take here. I hope. Yeah, this is just over. But I knew this was gone. Yeah, it was an inspired game. I was probably good, but I ran out of time and blundered. Which is a theme today. Alright, it's a faster simul than I usually do. Even the 40-40 I get in time pressure. The thing is, you know, here, I mean, you guys should have some time pressure too. But I'm not seeing that happen. Where's the time pressure you guys are supposed to be in here? What is this? 94. Yes, check. Okay. Bishop D3. Yeah, we're in a bad way in this game. I don't really know what to do, and we're just out of time. Time is the issue. Okay, F3 maybe. That's a check. But how am I going to keep all my stuff protected? G6. Nefedov. Nefedov. Just like saying your name. It's fun. Where am I going to go? Here. And my king feels uncomfortable. Let's put it on there. Knight F6 or something? Don't like that. Whoa, F5 trying to kill me. What is going on here? Wow, I'm just gonna get ripped apart. Soltigo never plays for time. Oh man, that's a good move. We're just gonna flag a lot. Did I drop a pawn yet? There. Please forgive me if I lose on time in all my games, but it's not easy. Everyone's playing pretty fast here. Bishop's hanging. Knight. That's a knight. Okay. That's a lot of stuff hanging as well. 58 seconds. Don't play for time. All right. What happened? I could have taken the pawn on a3, but he takes on b7. Where's my other games? Where's my instant moves? Where are your instant moves, guys? I'm normally getting a lot of instant moves. Rook f8. What should I do? f6. Okay, can I just defend there? Offer to draw. I'll take it, but that's legitimately maybe even a tiny bit better for my opponent in that one. So I'm okay with that. I don't know, I'm kind of paralyzed here in this equal material ending. Strangely paralyzed. He's got 15 minutes more than me. Damn. Wow, there goes a pawn. This is horrible. Where am I going to put everything? Running out of time on a lot of boards. He took the draw. I thought he was slightly better. All right. Yeah, this is ugly. I've got nothing against Clash Kid. The simul time is a little too fast. This time control. Just not enough time to play properly. Queen takes h2. I guess. You should check him first. I hope I remember what I was doing before the next move. Anyway, you got to get out of here. Let me out. I'm getting massaged in this one. Two lost, 3 wins, 2 draws. Lots of games to go. Is it really that many? I mean, damn. None of you guys are in time pressure. Nobody is in time pressure. That's insane. Maybe there was one player in time pressure that I can recall. I don't understand how none of you guys can be in time pressure. Just not using enough time. You're playing too much for time. But that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to try to play good moves. All right. Dear Santa Claus. This is crazy. All right. Not one guy in time pressure. What is going on around here? Damn, dude. Soltigo, you're absolutely nuts, man. I'll just take these draws, I mean, in equalish positions. This is an extremely unpleasant one. Just getting massaged. It's like Zugzwang. Near Zugzwang. None of you guys are in time pressure. Ruin is like one of the only ones, it looks like. Get out of here. Rook takes. No. Super Sebi is one of the fastest players, actually. He's always extremely fast. C5. I'm scared. I'm gonna get mated. Choice do I have? What happened? Queen G5. Not a lot of excitement today. Man, Lord Jesus Christ. He's a really, really strong player, positionally. And now, Soltigo is going to be sorry that he played for time the whole game, instead of trying to play the best moves. Alright. What am I doing? Oh. Oh, goodness. Alright. There's got to be something here for me. 95. I'm just loving this position. I castle into that. Nice game, Yaroon. Nice game. That's freaking awesome. Alright. Mated my own queen. It's really sadistic. We're even so far. And this is a grotesque position. We're getting tortured here. It's like, seriously? I have no time to even think on one move. Basically. I can barely even get to a board. Because I can collectively, it's like I have 0 seconds, basically. I mean, I can collectively not think for that long. This guy seems really strong for his rating. And now we're going to lose this to rook c7. Wow, nice move. If I get a positive score, it's going to be an accomplishment. Oh, man. What am I doing? There's just no move. I just lost. Like another game. Alright. Here, I was hoping we have something. Played knight f8. What a move. Alright. This guy is brutal strong. But he's like 1900 in blitz and 2400 in rapid, which is pretty unusual. I'm just getting crushed by that guy too. Alright, well, they're down to 19 seconds, so whatever. Alright, we'll just play whatever now. Congratulations. If you won on time, GG. Could have resigned against that guy on move 1, probably. Alright, here. I basically don't want to play anyone who's like 2400 in a 20 board simul. Even if I was a GM, it would be pretty tough. But I don't know. This is resigns. We've lost 5 or 4. He took my pawn on g6. Okay. Wow. So he's going to checkmate me now. Nice. I have no time. I just blundered. I'm going to get brutally crushed by that guy. He played like a master. That was the game where I blundered in the opening, though. Alright, I don't want to lose any more on time. If I make 50%, it would be an accomplishment, I think. This guy is devastating. Alright. H5. So he doesn't play queen takes g6 check. He played this instead, which was kind of weird. I thought the other way was even more devastating. Soltigo, what's your next trick? Oh, that's it. Right. Oh, you win a piece like that. Nice. Nice, good game. Just not enough time. Lost the second pawn. I can just resign this as well. But this guy, like, had probably very low center pawn loss. Alright. B5. We're gonna go here. Soltigo, you could resign, but that's alright, man. Alright. Don't make it easier for me. I'm already, like, lost 5 games. Obviously struggling with the time. A lot of games I just lost because of time. There's nothing I can do. The games, it sort of sucks. I mean, I can't even like think about the moves. That's really not fun. I don't think I'll be able to do this time control anymore. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I've done it in the past, but this is ridiculous. Usually not everybody plays this fast. This guy was very suspicious. He used very little time, played a 0 center pawn loss, probably. The other games look pretty legit. I've lost 6, 3 wins, 5 draws. This was a horrible blunder in the opening, and I somehow stayed alive for a good portion of the game. Not too many people, you know, try to cheat, but I wish people wouldn't play for time. Because I'm playing 20 people at the same time, and it's not about the clock. I mean, anybody can win on time if they play super fast. You should just try to play quality game. Alright. If you've got like 20 minutes left and you're flagging me in an equal or worse position, it's kind of not a big deal. Alright, I don't know what to do here. I'm not making progress. Probably find a way to lose. Wow, what the heck just happened? Okay, I didn't see that. Nice combo, huh? Wow, bishop takes e5. What's this guy's rating? 1800. It's a new account, but wow. That's just over. Bishop takes e5. Okay. Alright. Now rook h4. And try to trade some pieces. That's all I can do. I'm like reduced to trying to trade pieces, you know, because I'm flagging on every board. I didn't win a single easy game. Usually I have a few, you know, like easy games. And today there were like none. Maybe 1 or 2, but so I basically had like 20 boards going when I'm 15 boards when I'm going with no time. Not really a lot of fun today. The games are really low quality for me too. I just couldn't even consider even close to the best move in most positions. You know, maybe now that I'm down, what's that? 10, 17? 3 boards left. Clash Kid's offering a draw here. I'm like microscopically better, but yeah, no, the quality of games just wasn't very high because I couldn't think. In the past, I had played better with this time control, but this was really bad today. I just couldn't even come close. I think Shanosh, you know, blundered by blockading on the wrong rank, but anyway, he's probably lost there. Although it might matter, actually. We can win these two. I can only be -1, which would be like my first negative simul ever. I don't think I've ever had a negative simul where I lost more games than I won. This is the first one. 7 losses, and I can get to 6 wins if I take these two down. I'm not winning against Super Sebi. I'm slightly better, but it's possible to win. He's always in bad time pressure. I mean, my simul is much stronger than the average simul, but the time thing was ridiculous. I just like was flagging on every board. Wasn't that tired today or anything, so I don't know why, but nobody really used their time or got into bad time pressure. I mean, Super Sebi always gets in some kind of time pressure, but he's so fast. He's so fast with the increment that it's actually hard to do anything with him. We're actually going to win this one, which was super lucky. We didn't really have the advantage at all, ever, until the end. A couple really bad blunders against World Loser. I thought I had a rook on coming to f1, but didn't. Anyway, guys, well, regardless of whatever happened, you know, thank you for playing. You know, I try to take it seriously, but it's frustrating, you know, to lose like a lot when I feel like I'm just like incapable of making a move in time. But I have played this time control quite a bit. Usually, I've got a few people who are actually like also about to lose on time, but none of you guys actually even came close to losing on time in a single board. And I just feel like the quality is much higher in the 40-40 time control. It's only 8:30. I mean, that's the thing that tells you that something's wrong. Basically, right there. This simul should really go until 9 o'clock. But nobody used like all their time. We could have a really long game till 9. And this thing is going to be over at 8:30. That's never happened before. I've never had a 30-30 simul that finished after 2 hours. So if it's any indication, that's pretty weird. The simul actually finishing half an hour faster than usual. Maybe I'd have, you know, more endings that were close, but this is very strange. Okay, just resigning 7 games, you know, that's 7 games I don't have. That could go on longer. I have no end games to play. I have 2 end games to play, which is kind of sad because I like the end game stage, and I would have liked more of the games to make it to that point, but not to be today. Man, he's tough. 1790, 1500 in blitz. Oh man. So rook ending. It's just a travesty to give up my rook here. It would be a travesty to exchange my rook here. Someone's challenging me to game troll. Just really, dude. Not paying attention. Rook d1 wouldn't do anything. Like, it's nice to actually have a moment to be able to think for a second. h5. Pawn takes pawn, rook h1. I'm afraid this game is probably a draw. Obviously, I'm winning here. Minus 2 after winning this. That's really sick. I've never been negative. I've been close to equal. Maybe I had an equal one. All right, thank you for the game, Shanos. You played the game well until the end game, and it should have been like about equal. But I'm actually got down to one game. I don't know why it's not switching over there. Just one game. 19 games over, one left to go. It's about equal. I expected him to take, but he played g5, which that's combative. He has 58 seconds left. I have 4 minutes. Not been a good simul for me. 38 rook c8. Relaying the moves. 39 b5. What are you talking about, Nefyadov? This move wins by force. No, he saw it instantly. So I lost another one. With 4 minutes more, I blundered a piece. But he's always in time pressure. He never loses on time. He's always down to the increment. And the funny thing is that he's 1300 in bullet. That's crazy. How could you be 1300 in bullet? You're always on the increment and you never lose on time. Now I can sack the exchange, or what? Bishop takes... It's actually a piece. Bishop takes b7. Or rook f8 check. Rook f8 check is just suicide. It's a really sad way to end the simul, to just have another blunder. I was in a good mood today until this. The 60-second increment takes too long, though. You might as well make it, 40-40, man. I'd be here till 9:30 in the longer simuls. I just can't do that, like, after I played chess all day. I can't play that long. I'd love to play, 60-60, but it's too much of a time investment. I'm already streaming like 15, 16 hours a week. It's just too hard. I can't do a 40-40 while I'm tired. Tomorrow morning I got blitz and classical chess in the morning at 10 a.m. For Thursday, I just can't do a longer simul on the days when I play chess all morning. It's like doing 10 hours of chess a day. It's too much. But the majority of the players today just really strong and fast. So it's like a 2000 average strength-wise anyway. I mean, you got people like Nefedov who are really 2000, but their blitz rating is 1700. Super Sebi is 1790. He's 1300 in bullet, but he plays like he's 1900 FIDE. Pretty much everyone is underrated who plays in my simuls. All right, King F5. Interesting. I mean, theoretically, he could screw this up. I have to try to promote my pawns. I think he's actually in some potential danger with those two connectors. Probably he could sack a piece, you know, I mean, and draw. But he wants to win, I would assume. I'm not sure that he played the best. Maybe he had a more direct attack against my king or something. But now my pawns are fairly far advanced. And the knight isn't very good at stopping, you know, past pawns. Anyway, guys, thanks for subscribing. What's up, Move 11? My worst simul ever. -2. And losing the last game. But really strong group. E4, wow. Rook C6. But that was a mouse slip, of course. Now I'm going to lose the last game because of a mouse slip. Seriously? That's ridiculous. That's like funny. It's funny too because it's like the first mouse slip I've had in a long time. In maybe like 50 games. A literal, like, it dropped the piece on the square even though I didn't click it. My mouse is a little bit crappy. It's hard to believe that Super Sebi is 1300 in bullet. He's so good in increment. Well, maybe he's playing, like, you know, non-increment. But increment, if he played increment bullet, he'd probably be like 1800 in increment bullet. He must play non-increment bullet. It's not an old mouse. I bought it in July. I mean, it's ridiculous. Piece of crap Logitech. I was supposed to play Rook C6 in the first place. And then I'm not sure what's going on after this. Rook C6, obviously cutting off his knight and threatening B6. It's possible white's even better after Rook C6, but now I basically lost the tempo, and I have no idea what's going on. I might still be okay, but I'm not sure. This is just a move down on what I wanted. But anyway, I'm pretty bummed about the simul. Well, I mean, it's not a really crappy mouse. I mean, you can buy, like, you know, a mouse for half the price. It's like a mid-level mouse. It's not a gaming mouse. It's not like a super expensive, you know, pro mouse, but it's also not a really, really bad one. What's going on around here? I mean, it's better. It's actually, for Logitech, not that bad. I'm sure I can lose this. I pretty much guarantee it. I'm capable of doing that. It's not good. It's not good for me to wake up at like 7:30 in the morning and then work in the evening. Not a good idea. So he can sack his knight now for the pawn. So he's saved by the mouse slip. At least a draw for black after sacking. He's probably winning, you know, actually. This should be really difficult for me. Probably lost. Maybe not. Extremely unpleasant ending for white. Maybe it's not lost. I don't know. He doesn't have two connected passed pawns. We'll be here for like half an hour playing this ending, and I'm down 2 in the simul. Rook e6 might have drawn a move 46. Right. What was that? Rook e6. Well, I mean, I don't know how you can evaluate a draw. I mean, I thought it was anything, you know. Maybe I'm winning, maybe I'm losing. You know, I mean, I could even win. No, Rook e6 was definitely not a bad move. Now it's pretty complicated. I don't know what the status of this ending is, to be honest. Probably in a lot of trouble. I might be able to hang on. Hang on. I was worried about king g4 there, and then rook h1, h5, king f1, king f3, rook h3 check saves me from losing immediately. The key is that he doesn't have two connected passed pawns. I mean, if he did, it would be lights out. But this is not a passed pawn. And, you know, I guess I have pretty good chances to draw. Objectively, though, we have to be accurate. So this is the only endgame left. We lost 7 draws and 5 wins. But mostly legitimate games. I felt like I was just making random moves because I had to move so fast, which is pretty bad. I don't like when the simul reaches that point where I'm just making random moves, like the first move I see. That's not really beneficial, you know, to me or anybody. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about the simul time control. Maybe I'll try to do 40-40 anyway, just with the 20 players. On Sundays from now on, because this is really bad. When I'm fresh, I can play 25 at 40-40. When I'm tired, there's no way. And this 30-30 usually worked out. I even had some good results sometimes with the 30-30. But I didn't. It's funny because I didn't feel that tired today as sometimes. You know, sometimes I had a really hard long game and I had to travel after the game and stuff. I mean, today the game was in Budapest and I didn't have to go like far or anything. Let's look at this active move. We keep the rook where it has maximum mobility. I'm not really thrilled about this ending, to be honest. Yeah, that's probably the best move. We'll see how perfectly he can play with 30 seconds per move. I'd imagine against the Grandmaster I would have a hard time, holding this. Maybe I can just stay on his e-pawn. Like this. To keep him busy, and then when he leaves, I'll just maximize checking distance. Eventually he'll play h4, and there's nothing I can do about that. But his pawns will be kind of vulnerable. That's probably a draw, I would guess. But I'm not 100% certain. I like it when there's more, more interesting endgames at the end of the simul. Unfortunately, with the time control the way it was. And no weak players, really. A lot of times people give simuls here and they have like 10, 1300s, mow them all down. And then just have time to concentrate, against the stronger players. But we had pretty much everyone was decent. I don't think there were any really weak players in the simul. $20 plus 30 giving host extra 40 minutes. Yeah, maybe. We can increase the host time and decrease their time. That would be the best thing to do. All right, what are we doing? Can check him back. Check him back and move my king up. I mean, is that the best defense though? Not necessarily. I mean, I think any kind of move that drives him away. There should be more than one way to draw this, probably. I mean, I'm not playing for a win, so if he offers a draw, I mean, I'm obliged to take it. But I guess we could go rook h8 there as well, huh? That's probably even more accurate. So king g5, rook g8 check, king h4, rook e8, rook f3, yeah. I mean, he'll probably repeat moves at some point. I don't know. You're pretty strong yourself, Lord Jesus. That game against you was like my worst position, probably. Played the opening extremely well. Queen d3 was an amazing move. Like I said, Ivan Chuk style, Gelfand. Most people don't think of a move like that. They just make a routine developing move. I can always give myself more time, but I don't want the simul to be longer than 2.5 hours on the days when I played in the morning. So I've got to come up with a time control that is about 2.5 hours max. That's so if we give me another, if you give me another 10 minutes even, it might make a difference. But I don't want to make the simul another 10 minutes long. But I'm going to have to change it. It's just too difficult. So 5 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses. I mean, this guy just played brutally against me. And then Queen H5 in this position. Apparently that was a mistake. I don't know, not a big mistake though. But I've got guys playing like this guy is like 2387 in rapid chess and 1900 in blitz. Man, I mean that's a little strong. And he played basically like perfectly. Well, I was better according to the engine at one point. He made 2 inaccuracies. That was brutal. Apparently here I'm equal. I don't know what position the engine is looking at though. This is one of those positions where like, yeah, you're equal if you play every single perfect move that Stockfish says is best, you know. This is not an equal position in that sense. This is like, if you find the perfect move every single turn, then it's equal. You know, and that's the only way it's equal. Like, you have to defend, like, absolutely perfect move and perfect move and perfect move. You know, there's no way I'm going to hold this ending with no time. I had 1 minute to the guy's 15 minutes here. It says I played 19 cent upon loss. Okay. Yeah, so Pappas is strong. Soltigo lost. And then this game, what happened? This guy left. World Loser, I blundered. Clash Kid was a draw. Lord Jesus Christ tries... Dude, you made it some mistakes according to the engine. I really thought Queen D3 was... This was an unbelievable move. Queen D3. Most people would develop a minor piece here. I thought this was excellent. Can't even make a highlight? Okay. So Queen D3, I guess the engine agrees with you. Queen D3 is Stockfish's #1 move in this position. This is a very specialized kind of move that most people wouldn't think of. So I have to face moves like that, you know, with basically no time. This guy crushed me, although it was a blunder in the opening by me. I really just dropped 2 pieces for a rook here with d6. That was bad. After that, he played brutally. And then what else? We lost a couple others. Ayesta, unfortunately. Everything was okay. It was an interesting game. I was actually better. But with 4 minutes at this point, it says. Yeah, I just couldn't play this position. Like rook takes e6. I didn't find it. The time was starting to come down on me at that point. So that would have been a good game, but it was ruined by the time pressure. Against Morales was a draw. Annabelle, I won. Plundered my blunder. That was weird. I thought he was like winning. This guy who was 1400, I was joking. I think he might have even been winning. But I guess I'm wrong. I was terrified here when he sacked the piece on h4. That's the best move according to the engine. I didn't think he could do that. So he sacks a piece on h4. And then apparently I'm lost. But he didn't see it. Rook c2, rook d2, and now he misses a forced win. Okay, first of all, I thought rook c3 is just over, you know? Like, why doesn't he just go here? Oh, I can take with a rook. Okay. But anyway, he has a forced win apparently here. Queen h5 check. King g1, queen g5 check, which I didn't even see. But I mean, this guy didn't play like a 1400. I mean, he was pretty strong. He did make some bad moves, but I wouldn't classify him as 1400. And he should have won that. That was weird. So he dropped a piece, and then he resigned. Actually, was he even lost in the final position? I guess he's lost in the final position after I played rook c3. But I'm actually lost the move earlier. in this position with queen h5 check. So it was really, what's that? Even a grandmaster would struggle with time. Yeah, I mean, anybody, I mean, I guess some people who play a lot of really fast bullet and stuff, like Lance or someone might be better at it. I'm just not used to playing that fast, period, in any kind of game, where I'm, under a minute constantly, playing multiple games. I was wondering about Poppets, actually. This game, we've got a couple extra minutes. I was scared I was worse, and I am, I guess. Yeah, so I'm lost. I thought so, knight g5. So this is apparently not good. Nikola Sedlak. We just played with him. So apparently here you have time for c takes d4. So rook e8 is a blunder. Against Tadic, you have to do c takes d4. And now it's okay. And I didn't know that, so I did like rook e8. Yeah, I was expecting him to play h4, but he played knight f3, and then I played f6, but I guess f6 is just bad. I didn't think the sacrifice was winning, but I didn't even notice my f6 pawn was hanging. So Poppets actually gave me a draw in this position, not realizing how strong knight g5 is. I mean, I was pretty much scared. Queen takes f6 check, king here, check, and then knight g5, I guess. And, I'm going to have to lose another exchange. Okay, it's easy for the computer to say this is winning, and then, you're a human being, and you don't see as far as the computer. If knight h7, I guess there's still some play left here. But if h4, it's apparently winning for white, because the h pawn is just too strong, and my development is incomplete, and he's actually even threatening like rook h3. So this was also bad. Yeah, that was like, it was sad about World Loser though. I was totally winning, and then I was like announcing I'm winning, and then I just blundered. Here I am calculating bishop takes g5, and it's really sad that I didn't see a mate, so I gave up on this line. Bishop takes, king takes. I only looked at queen takes g7, and after, you move your king or something, it's a total chaos. I didn't know, but apparently I have this move. That's impossible to find, with no time left, unfortunately. But I blundered the previous move. I was just winning. I mean, I had any way to win here. Even like bishop g6 check is easy win. I just take all of his pieces with check. So I was a little unlucky, but I was already in really bad time pressure at that point. Lord Jesus Christ, yeah, you crushed me. It's a horrible position for me. I don't know where we left book there against Lord Jesus Christ. I thought, strange. This is just not good for me, apparently. Onishuk versus Bundsmann. Knight f6. So bishop f6 is no good. I was scared of knight f6 d5 though. Apparently this isn't so bad, but I don't have Bundsmann's knowledge of this line. Mate and 9, yeah, easy to find, especially when you have like 3 minutes on 15 boards. So here, I played this bishop f6 move, which really shouldn't be played, I guess, unless he's played d5. And now he finds queen d3. It takes Stockfish a while to find that move. It's like, alright, maybe it's the second best move. Oh yeah, it's the best move. Lord Jesus Christ plays it. And I play d5. I mean, I don't like playing d5, but my position is in big trouble here. I wanted to play c5, but then I was just freaked out by really strong moves for white. Even e4 I thought was possible here. Just the straight up e4, extremely strong for white. So that's it, man. I mean, and then, oh, Yeruin's game. Okay, Yeruin played really well. He played really well, but I blundered my queen. This was just grotesque. I was so happy I could castle queenside. I just didn't even bother to check what was going on. I don't think I even noticed what his move was. I had like a minute and 22 seconds left, and he did something, and I was like, all right, I can castle queenside, and he just goes bishop d6. Actually, it looks like bishop a3 is a cheapo, and it's actually a bad move. Yeruin had like 3 minutes left. He's supposed to play like king b1, but instead he played bishop a3. And I should play c5 with a good game. But I just was panicking, you know, because of the time pressure. Just lose my queen on bishop d6. Didn't see it at all. No, it's actually not a good move, Rich. It's actually like a really bad move. It's a good idea. We should qualify. It's a good idea, but not in this position, because his king is going to get like lit up on the c file. So he needs to play a prophylactic move first, something getting his king off of the c file, and then he can consider like ideas of bishop a3. This was apparently like a really bad move because black has a good game after c5. If he just goes bishop or king b1 first, I get to castle, but he's so much space advantage, like he has a clear edge. I'm basically strategically lost here. You know, he doesn't need to do that. Okay, if you say so, man. But he totally ruined his position with that move. Actually, it's like right there, man. He goes from like +2 to negative after bishop a3. So I guess it's not a good move. I don't know. It's a good idea, putting your bishop on a3 like in a Winnower French, but not in this position. And what else? That's about it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. I had a good opening against Aldisto. He played 0-0-0-12 cent upon loss, offering me a draw. I'm not so sure, though. I think it's funny how, it's funny how lichess Stockfish evaluation works, okay? You can't always believe what it says. Like, it says that Aldisto made no inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. That's actually not true. You know, some move he made in the opening was not really 100% correct, I think. I mean, plus 0.8 is a little too much. That's like a big advantage for white. You basically did something wrong if it's like plus 0.9 in the opening. That's an inaccuracy has been played. If the advantage is 0.9 after 9 moves, something was inaccurate. You know, it says Aldisto played perfectly. One of his moves isn't right, but maybe queen c7, maybe exchanging knights on d4. I don't know. You know, one of them is actually suspicious. So that final position, he was slightly better when he offered a draw. But anyway, guys, okay, not a good result, but there were still some good games. Nefyadov against you. We had our usual opening. But I left book, I guess. An old friend of mine played bishop g5 there with white. So, I mean, I'm supposed to play knight h5. We've been through this before, you know. It feels kind of weird to play that move, but apparently it's best. I just can't help myself develop. White actually lost that game in 2001. I mean, I don't think white should lose this position. Apparently you're supposed to play e4 now. I think we might have had this game before. So knight takes f6, rook takes f6. I would have played queen e2. Queen e2, queen e8, and then this is the point. D takes e4, rook e6, and black is better by a whole pawn. Wow. That's really not good. But you got to give the engine some time to actually analyze. It may not be the whole pawn, but it's not really accurate. So what do we do wrong here? Knight g3. I mean, I probably have to give up this variation realistically. It's just not enough for white. Knight h5 right away. So the super early knight h5. But I still think it's nothing. You know, I still have to play the proper variation with knight takes e5. But that's like analyzed 30 moves deep in correspondence games, and it's still not necessarily that good for white. So I don't know. Probably we have to play a different variation against the... Find something with more tension and less exchanges and stuff against the Schliemann. Anyway, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow for Blitz and Classical Chess, 10 a.m. here on lichess and Twitch. Thanks for watching me get mauled by the customers in the simul today. Next time, we'll try to make it, you know, a little more time for me, you know, so that I don't get absolutely run over on the clock. But anyway, there's still some instructive games. Anyway, so we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks, Soltigo, for losing today. Thanks for moderating and for playing an interesting opening. You were busy cooking, I think. Anyway, guys, thanks for subscribing. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Normal schedule this week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Blitz in the morning, and then tournament on Thursday night, 7 p.m., and then subscriber stream at 7 p.m. Thursday. I'll see you guys later. You ruin. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.